Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my review of the Adidas Ultraboost 21. So the Ultraboost is pretty iconic. Remember the original Ultraboost when it came out? It was super hyped and it was a very comfortable shoe, and they've had many iterations of it throughout the years. This is this year's iteration of the Ultraboost, so they're calling it the Ultraboost 21 for 2021, I guess. It's going for 180 bucks, so it's basically the same price as always. You know, the Ultraboost has always been 180 bucks. So if you guys do want to get it, I'll leave a link in the description box. There are some cool colorways. I got this black and white colorway with a few volt touches on it. But anyways, let's get it started off with the outsole. So they're using Continental rubber again, and Continental rubber, I mean, on the original Ultraboost, it wasn't super durable, and I do have my doubts for this Ultraboost. I mean, I've been wearing it a good amount and it doesn't seem to have a whole lot of wear and tear, but it doesn't seem as durable as it should be, even though it's like Continental, you know what I'm saying? And also another thing that does worry me is this 4-foot like pod. You know, that there is this oval shape and it's an independent rubber panel, and it reminds me of like the Curry 6, you know. So if you're running and this kind of catches on like surface or like the floor, I'm kind of worried that the rubber will like slip off or something. So that does worry me a little bit, but so far I haven't had any issues with that. If you look underneath the outsole, we have the Adidas LEP system, right? So it's just a torsion system. So basically it's just a piece of plastic. It comes here into the middle of the heel, and also comes here into the forefoot a lot. And it also comes here onto the sides, like here on the lateral and medial side. So you guys can see a little bit of that plastic. It cages the boost so it doesn't compress as much, which is a good thing. So there's that. All right, moving on to the meat of the review. And here is the Boost midsole. You guys see how freaking thick this is, especially in the heel? Oh my God, this thing is nice, right? So first of all, they're saying they're using 6% more boost capsules in this, and that's surprising because it looks a lot thicker than the original Ultraboost, right? So if you look at like this isn't the original, but it's pretty much the same, like outsole and midsole. Look at how much thicker this is. Look at that. That's insane. And they're saying it's only 6% more capsules. Are you serious? That's kind of insane. I don't know what they're comparing that to, but to me it looks a good amount more than 6%, right? And how is the cushioning setup, right? So it's a little bit stiffer than I imagined, right? It's still definitely soft and very comfortable, but I mean, I thought it was gonna be super squishy here in the heel, you know? And it is, but not as squishy as I thought. Because look at how thick this is, right? And if you kind of like feel where your heel, or I guess like your foot would be like placed, it doesn't feel like the boost kind of like comes up at all, acting as a sidewall. It's pretty much like your heel is right there. So you're pretty high up off the ground, especially here in the heel. You get a good amount of compression, especially in the heel, and also you get a little bit of bounce. I don't know what they did, because it feels like, if you feel the original, it feels a little bit softer, like to the hand, as compared to the Ultraboost 2021. But anyways, nonetheless, it's still super nice. And also another thing that I really like is what they did with the strobo board, right? The insole is crap. The insole, it says prime blued, made with Parlay ocean plastic, which is a good thing, but the insole is paper stock insole. There's no compression, there's no foam. It's literally just like a super thin piece of plastic. It doesn't feel nice, but I mean, you don't really want any of that underneath your foot, because you have all of this nice boost. And what they did with the strobo board is nice, you know, and they did it with the original Ultraboost as well. It's like a netted strobo board, and it's still kind of glued down, because they need to glue down the strobo board to the actual midsole. But if you feel it with your finger, it's pretty damn soft, and the underfoot cushioning is pretty damn nice. It's not the nicest that I felt. Like, for example, the Hover Fat Tire, I would say the underfoot cushioning is a little bit softer and a little bit more comfortable. Same thing with the Joyrides, and same thing with the Peak Tai Chi. The C37 Plus has definitely the most comfortable cushion that I've ever felt in any shoe, but you know, there's that. And of course the Element 55 with the React. So I mean, it's still definitely a very nice underfoot cushion sensation from the Ultraboost 2021, but it's not as soft feeling as the other shoes. And I put some miles on this, you know, I was running around in it as well, walking my dogs a lot. in the shoe. So there is the cushioning setup there. So now moving on to the materials, they're using PrimeKnit in this material, and it's made of 50% recycled material, which is awesome. And here in the toe box, we have a lot of ventilation holes, which feels great. If you like stretch it, you can actually see the ventilation holes, right? So it feels like a sock. It stretches over your foot because it's a tight fit. Here in the edge of the toe box, we have a more tightly woven knit. So it's more durable if you're doing toe drags and stuff like that. And then here in the middle of the toe box, we have that nice stretchy soft material, and it extends here all the way into the tongue, you know, so that feels nice as well. And then here in the ankle collar, we have a nice stretch as well. Here in the heel, there's really no padding. We have a very minimal Achilles pillows like on the back and on the sides of the heel, but that doesn't really, like, you don't really feel that all too much. I guess that just kind of helps to lock your heel down. And also we have this really high heel tab reminiscent of the original Ultraboost. This upper has really zero padding, right? There's really no padding, but you don't really need it because the material is stretchy. It stretches over your foot and feels really nice. Here on the lateral and medial sides, we have that plastic cage, you know, with the Adidas logo. Very similar to the original Ultra. I mean, this is not the original Ultraboost, but it's very similar to the original Ultraboost design with the heel counter, right? So we have the heel counter as well on the lateral and medial sides of the shoe, and it says Ultraboost here on the lateral side. So the materials are super duper comfortable. I love it. It's thin, and if you're gonna be casually walking around, you're gonna have no problems with the Ultraboost 21. All right, moving on to the fit. I went true to my Adidas size, and you guys should be good to go. Like I said, the fit is very snug though, especially here in the toe box. It's narrow, also super tight here in the toe box, so it's gonna stretch over your foot, and I personally really like that feeling. For the first couple of days, it was a little uncomfortable, you know. It restricted a little bit of the blood flow in my feet, so I had to take it off for a little bit, but you know, I kept wearing it, and of course, obviously the PrimeKnit does stretch out. So just give it a little bit of time. If it's a little bit too tight at first, if it's very tight, you should probably go up half a size, because this is a very snug fit. This shoe is also super easy to put on. Like I mentioned before, you have a very high heel tab. The tongue stretches out a lot because of the stretchy ankle collar material, and also it is a one booty construction tongue, so you just slip your foot in like a sock. You got a sock like fit, and also it's a super easy shoe to take off as well, so very convenient there. All right, moving on to the ventilation. Ventilation is really good. You know, here in the toe box, like this dark gray area, you have ventilation holes, and also the material is super thin, so this is not going to be a winter shoe. It's going to be a summer shoe. So like the original Ultraboost, you're gonna get good ventilation, because like the original Ultraboost, even though it had those ventilation holes, the material just felt a little bit thicker, and it just felt like you had a little bit of a sweater on your foot, so it was warm at times, especially like this one. But then this shoe, I've been wearing it around, my feet are actually cold. So the ventilation, I would say, is a little bit better here in the Ultraboost 21. All right, moving on to the weight of the shoe. I feel like it's going to be kind of heavy for a running shoe, actually. So let's see, 11.71 ounces for a basketball shoe. The average weight of my basketball shoes is around 12.5 ounces. So 11.71 is definitely super light, but comparing it to, like, I don't know, let's say this is super light. That's 7.34 ounces. The Joyrides are 9.66 ounces, right? This is probably gonna be a little bit heavy as well. Yeah, 11.99 ounces. So, I mean, for a running shoe, it's pretty heavy. And that kind of sucks, because for running, you want the shoes to be as light as possible. But this is more of a casual review. I mean, I did run in the shoes a little bit, but for the most part, this is more just like a casual review. And there are a lot of people that wear Ultraboost casually, even though it's a running shoe, right? So although the shoe is light, it's not the lightest running shoe out right now, and that has probably to do with the thick ass Boost midsole, right? So as you guys know, Boost isn't the lightest density foam out there. The lightest density I would probably say is React. React is just super duper light. I mean, Nike makes very light foams, you know, Lunarlon, React, you know, so Boost is a little bit heavier than that. So because of that, I mean, you're obviously not going to get any weight from the upper because of the super thin, like, you're not gonna, this weighs nothing. Most of the weight is coming from the outsole and the midsole. So as far as the aesthetics go, I like it. You know, I definitely think it looks better than the Ultraboost 2020, right? And I don't think it looks better than the original Ultraboost or like this one, but it's still not that bad. And also the colorways that have come out so far are all dope. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, for $180 is the Ultraboost 2021 like worth the money? I don't think so. I mean, like all of these shoes on my desk, like the Peak Tai Chi, if you're looking for a super freaking comfortable shoe, this is like 90 bucks. This is amazing, right? Next, C37 Plus. This is my go-to shoe right now. I absolutely love wearing this because it's so damn comfortable, and it's 80 bucks. The Element 55, I believe this shoe retailed for like 150 bucks, but like this is an old silhouette, and you can probably get it on sale for like 80, 90 bucks, right? So to be honest, I mean, for 180 bucks, I don't think it's worth the money, but I mean, the Ultraboost has always been 180 bucks. So I mean, you can't really complain about the price. It's a good looking shoe. It's comfortable and all that, but I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable shoe out right now. There are definitely some better options for me personally, but the Ultraboost 2021 still is a very, very comfortable shoe. But anyways, that about wraps up this review. Again, if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.